Hey everybody. So here's the update. I know it's been a long time coming and I apologize. This things kept changing so quickly and it was hard to keep up. So first of all, thank you for everyone who's been praying. Thank you to everyone who donated on my last request for help. God provided every time I needed to have a refill or needed an appointment, the money showed up. So thank you. Um, I just checked my blood results from my last blood work and compared it to my last one when I first put out the request, and it did make a difference. The numbers have improved, so that part's good. Um, we are now in Arizona, and that's crazy story of itself. Still going to need to share that at some point. But for now, we are traveling back and forth between Bullhead and Phoenix, just trying to find a location to settle down for now. And then Joe just got hired on with another company here in Arizona, and he's making that transition right now, today actually. So if you want to keep him in your prayers for that smooth transition, that would be awesome. I know he was nervous, but I don't believe he needs to be. He's very good at his job. The praise report. So, after a lot of conversations with different doctors, I finally came across one who was able to explain to me why a PET scan would be helpful at this point. And basically, she said, in order to do the treatment that we're discussing, she said, we need to know that there's no cancer in your brain, because that if there's cancer in your brain and there's nowhere for it to go once it starts swelling, you kind of, the skull keeps it from being able to do so, which is very problematic. I'm like, okay, that makes sense given how I've watched it progress on my breast and what I've noticed so far. Yeah, we should make sure that it hasn't gone anywhere like that. And so we did the test and it came back negative for that. So far my body has managed to contain most of the cancer as far as the growth in the breast area. So praise God, because if you saw what I saw, you'd be like, wow, okay, cool. Thank you. So there's that. So that brings us to what? A lot of different things I've been researching. And again, this is something I've taken on to educate myself. And a lot of that I owe to Al at myfitlife.net. I'm going to plug him there because from what I understand, the fact that I've been using his CBD oil has helped my body respond well to what I am doing. So I think that's played a large part into activating the different systems to help them do what they need to do. Without fail, again, all the doctors continually say you do not fit the profile of someone who has your condition and the stage that you're in. And I said, I didn't know what to tell them other than, I'm eating well, I'm doing my best to minimize stress, but that's kind of hard given everything that's been going on and all the changes that have been happening. But I'm doing it as best I can. And the CBD, I take it consistently all day basically because pain can get intense sometimes, as it did this morning. So anyway, so all that to say, there are things that I am doing that is helping, and we've come to that point, at least it's my understanding, that I need a little extra help. The natural modalities are great at keeping it contained, but we haven't been very successful in minimizing what's happening, getting the cancer to stop growing, basically. The good news, again, is that it is staying within the breast. So there's that. But now we just need a little extra help, and that's when I came across the doctor who does IPT therapy. Long term, couldn't tell you right now off the top of my head what those letters mean exactly. But when I came across her, it also led me to a healing center here in Arizona, of all places. I had no idea that this place existed before we moved here, but my pastor did say in Idaho, you're going to get healed in Arizona. I said, okay. So maybe this is part of it. I don't know what God's got planned. So we're just kind of rolling as things go and being obedient as much as we possibly humanly can. And so this healing center, it's called Oasis of Healing in Mesa, Arizona, and they do the IPT therapy, but they also integrate it with several other natural therapies, which they have a very good track record with. I'll put a link in as if you guys are curious or you want to know about the center or the how they approach this. I'll put that in. It's pretty amazing. It's right up. It's exactly what I've been looking for or trying to find and understand. And I totally appreciated this doctor's perspective on what he was explaining and how they practice. And so I believe that is the next step for me, even though I am not a huge fan of chemotherapy at all. But I understand what they're trying to do, and it's a low dose therapy, like 5% of what they give people at the oncology office. And I believe they're also going to do counseling and training on how to prepare my meals, and for while I'm under their care, they're actually going to prepare most of them for me. So that'll be a nice break. But anyway, it's also expensive. So unfortunately, with our healthcare system, majority of it will not be covered because of the way our system is set up. It's so backwards. It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, we're going to do what we can do, and hopefully we can raise enough to get me in and take this next step and see if we can't encourage the cancer to slow down and go back and just let my immune system take over. So that was the other thing that we found. My immune system is trying. Everything, all the test results indicate your body's still fighting. Like, okay, that's good, but it just can't get a foothold yet. So that's what we're trying to do. Apparently, as the doctor explained, the cancer will release this chemical, I think is how he explained it, over the cancer cells, which hides it from your immune system. So because cancer cells are part of your DNA, it's very intelligent on how to hide from your immune system because it knows your immune system. It has the same information as your immune system, and it very much wants to survive. So the problem that they see with these high doses of chemotherapy, is the cancer cells are extremely intelligent. And so after about so much time, I think he said 15 months, they've already figured out how to overcome that. And so that's why a lot of times when people will say, oh no, I have cancer now in my liver, or it's spread to somewhere else. It's not a second cancer. It's still part of the original cancer. It's just moved over so it can survive. But the original cancer is still there. So the fact that mine is still staying put is very encouraging. So we just got to go from there. So I know I've said so many times. Anyway, I will keep posting. I know I'm supposed to do more, and like I said, a lot of things keep changing, but my daughter is encouraging me to do a blog or something so I can get all these thoughts out as they come, and not wait to have some alone time to make a video, because alone time has been hard lately. So anyway, love you all. Please keep praying. I'm gonna put together a fundraising account soon here and let you guys know. They also told me no more dyeing my hair, even though I was doing organic. They said, nope, you're showing up toxic for that, as well as tomatoes, white potatoes, peppers, and eggplant. Those are off limits now too, which stinks because, of course, that's what I ate a lot of. So anyway, that's it for now. I think I've touched all the highlights, and I will try to be better. I'll do better about posting more and figure out this blog thing. Hopefully Samantha will be able to help me, or Jake. So love you all. Keep praying, and talk to you soon.